I'd like to ask you to stop and reflect for a minute and ask yourself, when was the last time I volunteered? And you could say, I'm volunteering right now, I'm watching you speak. Or these guys could say, I don't really want to be here, but I'm here. I'm talking about, when was the last time you volunteered and you really got your hands dirty? You got nitty-gritty, sweat and tears, volunteer work. When was the last time? Well, I'll tell you, my last time was not for the right reasons. You can volunteer for a bunch of reasons. Maybe you want to show a girl your sensitive side. Maybe you got a court order and you have to go do some community service. Maybe the Citadel wants to increase its personal image, so it's going to make its students go out and do some volunteer work. It all depends. But when I volunteered, my friend Eric gave me a call and said, Jimmy, we're going to New Orleans. We're going to do some Katrina relief. Let's go. All I hear is New Orleans, Big Easy, gumbo, jazz music, vacation, exotic land. I didn't hear, help people. It's a good thing to do. I didn't hear any of that. I wanted to impress this girl, so a mixture of girl, exotic land. I wanted to go on a nice vacation. So a week later, we're in the car. It's 2008. This is 3 years after Katrina has hit New Orleans. We're in the car. It's August. It's 90 degrees outside. I'm from Massachusetts, so we're way up here, and we're driving. It's going to be 3 days. I'm in the car. I'm pressing on the window, and it's not going down. And I go, Walter, my friend Eric's dad who's driving us, Walter, can you unlock the window? No. Can you turn on the air conditioner? No. Why? Because it's a 3-day drive. You need to get maximum fuel efficiency. We're saving money on this trip. Walter, I will give you the $5 that we're going to save. No. Okay. So far, not so good. I get out of the car. I'm handed a respirator. Eric's given a respirator. We get 2 10-gallon jugs of some pink liquid and a power washer put right in front of me. I don't know what's going on. He says, all right, get the lid off of this house. I'm like, what? I say, Eric, what's going on here? He says, during the winds from Katrina, lead from this house blew on that house. And now the state won't allow this woman's house to have funding to get rebuilt, so she can't live there. Well, that's too bad. I guess we'll do this. So I start trying to power wash the thing. And then Miss Louise, the owner of the house, she comes outside, and I'm about to butcher a Cajun voice, but she goes, oh, Lord, look at those clouds coming on it. I'm like, what? She goes, looks like it did right before Katrina hit. And the hair on my neck stood up. I'm like, oh God, this is awful. The day's over. I open up my respirator, and I could fill a Dixie cup up with the amount of sweat that was in there. This is a humidity I've never felt before. My vacation, not so good. I'm laying in bed thinking, oh, woe is me, this is awful. And I roll over, and giant cockroach is right in my face. I'm like, what is that? And I hide behind my friend Eric, and I said, what is that? He says, Jimmy, calm down. That is a cockroach. Biggest thing I've ever seen is an ant about yay big. Like I said, my vacation wasn't going so hot. Until the next day, we go to a man named Big Tom's house. Now, Big Tom actually defines him. It's not tiny and he's a huge guy, or Big Tom and he's a little guy. He's Big Tom. He's big Cajun guy. And we go and we introduce ourselves. Hey, how you doing? I'm Jimmy. I'm going to be working on your house today to rebuild it. He lived in the 9th Ward. Now, if you don't know much about Katrina, the 9th Ward was destroyed. There's literally nothing left. So he's been given a small mobile home to live in with a bath. I'm going to demonstrate for you so you can actually see what this guy was living in. He had a small mobile home, and when he sat to go to the bathroom, he had to put his feet into the tub. That's how small his quarters were. Big Tom didn't do anything wrong. So we're working on his house. We do some tiling. We paint it. It's looking pretty good. And that night, we have a reflection period. We meet with everyone we work with that day, and we give the whole, hi, I'm Jimmy. I came here for this reason. I don't do so hot in those situations. I think it's kind of awkward. But it came to my turn. I froze up and I said, well, I guess my name's Jimmy DeRosa, and thank you. And Big Tom, his eyes start to tear up. He comes at me pretty quickly, and I got kind of scared, because when a large Cajun man comes at you, it's a little disconcerting. So he comes up to me, he shakes my hand, and he says, what'd you just say? And I said, thank you. And he goes, exactly. Why are you thanking me? I said, I don't know, I'm having some fun. It's a good situation, I guess. And he looks at me and he says, Jimmy, you took money out of your pocket, time out of your summer, and put your own labor into rebuilding my house? And he says, you don't even know why you're doing that. It means you're doing it with a pure heart. And that punched me right in the stomach, because I'm here doing it for vacation or a girl. That's not pure heart. So it really changed the way how I need to look at what I do. But in the end, it doesn't matter why I got there, because I was helping someone. And that's something we can all learn from, something we can all do. And Big Tom, what he did was he gave me an addiction. And it was a good addiction. I like it. I continue to volunteer. And I think everyone else should get this same addiction. We don't need to go to a seminar how not to have this addiction. We need to go to seminars to have this addiction. We need to volunteer. So I hope every one of you can get your hands dirty. Go do it. It doesn't matter why. Just try it. Thank you.